That last one was weak. I mean, if you like these videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. So, I got messaged about this. I guess Punk is playing Dragon Ball Fighters, and I guess he was doing this money match on stream or something like that. And I guess he was being given bad advice, and then he lost money. And he was actually giving people. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is just, take this at face value because this is what I was told. I mean, when I first think of this, I think of, should you be allowed to get advice when you're in a money match in the first place? I would say no, but I guess it was during like a chat stream or something. So I guess inevitably, how would you not have people give you suggestions on what to do? You know what I mean? So it's kind of a conundrum, right? But I think from a certain perspective as well, I don't know why you should be allowed to get advice when you're playing somebody for money in the first place. It seems very strange to me, but and then he bought a guy some kind of stream thing or something, I don't know what the fuck this shit is about. But anyway, point is, I guess he got bad advice and he started raging. The sodium levels were high or some shit like that. And he made a post about how listening to American players are stupid and they don't know what they're talking about. And this is, I mean, what is this anything that I haven't told you guys before? I said this even when I was a kid, when I first got into tournaments. And again, I started winning right off the bat, dude. And I realized it is very rare to meet someone who can talk about a video game and knows what they're talking about. It's very rare to meet people who are actually good at video games. And it's even rarer to meet people who can do both. So is this a surprise? And I saw some of the comments, and I guess people were like, "Oh, there." I saw some guy who was actually saying like, "Oh, I don't even know. Is there a priority system in Dragon Ball Fighters? I don't even fucking play the game, and I know more than these people giving advice. Do you see how crazy that is? Do you know what I mean? I was like, I've literally showed you can play this game in a way that purposely sets you up and positions you so you will always win with the move you're doing. The priority system automatically does the work for you. And people are like, oh, I don't even know there was a priority system. Are you fucking kidding me? This game is fucking 4 years old. And the thing is, the guy, and I guess I can show the quote because, I don't know, he tagged me. Like I said, I wouldn't have even seen it. But like I said, a lot of this shit I wouldn't see unless you guys show me. He's like, oh yeah, this is just like Clayton was talking about the Lord Knight thing. And that's like another good example. Like I said, Lord Knight made, what was it, 4 videos? The guy could not admit that he was wrong and he didn't know what he was talking about. And this has nothing, like I said, I'm not here to say that I would win in Dragon Ball Fighters because I don't play it. But I can tell you, I do know where 99.9% of the knowledge of the game came from. It's from fucking me. These guys, he made multiple videos. He couldn't admit that he didn't know what he was talking about. And he kept changing his story. And even when he changed his story, I still proved him wrong. And the thing is, I should not be that knowledgeable about the game, considering I don't play it. And it's crazy to me. And like I said, then I did see that one post on Twitter that actually got a lot of likes. And people are like, oh yeah, people can see that something works and they just don't want to admit it. And the guy that posted this is the same motherfucker. He's following all these dudes that said everything I did in the game was fake and not real. Take your own fucking advice. I mean, why the fuck? There's no precedent to even believe that these guys know what they talk about. They are constantly proven wrong. So anyway, the Punk thing, like I said, what am I supposed to say? Of course he's right from the idea that you shouldn't really be listening to a lot of people that try to tell you they're smart. No shit. A lot of these people are the same people that tried to say that I was wrong about everything. The guy where 99.9% of all the knowledge of how the game works comes from. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't listen to Clayton. How is the game played? The game is constantly played more and more like I said it would be played. So, yeah. And then I guess the only other caveat, like I said, I do think it's kind of morally kind of strange to me that you should be getting advice during a money match. That doesn't seem exactly correct to me. I guess maybe people are fighting games like a boxing match. Do you get to take like a minute break between each match to talk to your coach or something? I think that's kind of weird. Although I got to laugh that I guess he gave some guy money for the advice and he got bad advice or he bought him something. How fucking stupid, dude. Don't listen to these people that say they're good at games. Most of these guys are not good. A lot of times when I see this shit, it's like, man, I bet, could I actually learn to play Dragon Ball Fighters? Do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's just not the kind of game, I can tell what is possible. And I'm sure there's knowledge. I mean, for sure. Like, let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty almost factual that almost all the knowledge in the game is from me. You can look it up. Look at the dates. I saw some guy trying to post some Piccolo shit that is new. It's fucking very old. But the community's like, oh no, it's new. No, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Why don't you just admit like, oh geez, motherfucker, every time I fucking check Twitter, I'm like, what are people doing in this game? And I'm like, oh, it's just shit that I've done months ago. Or it's shit that I did years ago that people said could not be done. And now they can do it, so it's real. It's like I said, on some level, the people that make up lies about me, it's not just hurting me, to say, it's also hurting the community because you're hurting the progression of the game by not admitting that this stuff works, but I don't know. People message me to talk about this and it's like, dude, there's nothing different. You know what I mean? I keep thinking like, man, I don't know. And like I said, I'm sure there's knowledge checks that I don't know about the game, or for sure muscle memory. Like I always said, I think that the best thing about playing a lot of different games or getting your feet wet in a lot of different games is, you can take what you learn from a game that maybe you don't even like, and then maybe apply that knowledge to the game that you do like then when you play it. But the hardest thing about then playing a game that you want to play after playing all these different games is every game has its own kind of rhythm, right? So it kind of takes a little bit to get back into the rhythm or flow of the game you're playing, and that's a problem of playing lots of different games. But in terms of broadening your horizons on what is possible in games, I think that's why I always recommend to play different games. But I always think, Dragon Ball Z Fighters, whatever, it's such a weird game because it's like, man, sometimes I think, it's like, could I actually practice this game a little bit? Give myself a couple of weeks practice, get a little bit of muscle memory, which I think is the hardest thing, you know what I mean? Because there's legitimately no muscle memory in the game. Get some muscle memory going on in the game. And could I actually beat these guys? And sometimes people are so fucking stupid. It's like, man, sometimes I think maybe I could. Anyway, remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks.